When I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry.
Welcome back to Fuzz's Garage. It has been a hot minute, guys. I get pretty lazy in the wintertime, not gonna lie. I usually try to work a longer day at work. Didn't get to that this year, but it gets cold. You don't want to do anything. And this is pretty similar to a video I've already done. It is a rock light video. Instead of those Amazon ones that were just RGB, I have went out and purchased myself some rgbw rock lights. So if you don't know what the rgbw is, it's red, green, blue, and the W is obviously the white. Which you can see it has designated white LEDs on every chip. That way, when you go on white, you got the pure white, not that disco looking crap that you get on just an RGB rock light. These were directly from China, actually. Here's the ad. Auto Dragons, it's apparently 22 LEDs. It comes with a remote, an app. These things are quite big. So this is a 15 plus iPhone. I don't remember what this thing was. Here's the rock light. So, I mean, it is a pretty good chunky boy. On my Duramax, I have, I think, just some 6 LED rock lights. And they would fit inside this all day long. Like, they're like that big. Now, these came straight from China. We paid like $100 in shipping to get these in a reasonable amount of time. But I have started doing these a little bit because I got excited and I just wanted to get to it. The GoPro was dead. So, get you guys back up to speed if we could talk. I haven't done this in a minute. We have mounted this here rock light already, which I'm not super satisfied where this one goes, but I couldn't think of another place that I liked. It's gonna light up this grill, and then I have this one ready. Move this back since we're obviously gonna eat in there. This one is gonna go on the other side of this here metal panel that has some type of fancy computer deal, ECM or whatever, and it goes. It's gonna go right there and light up the grill. So both little grills are gonna be lit up. And then we're gonna have the 2 in the front wheel wells. Grab this here rubber. I believe my Consulsus has put it somewhere about right here. Like, I wish I could put it here, that way it got the best light distribution it could, but yeah, I wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see what one fills up first. Kinda just gotta work with what you got. And I think that's gonna be the best bet there. And then that's 2, 4, and then for the last 2, they will be going up here, about right here. Is where I have the holes drilled. It's gonna go there and point down. I was gonna do it a little bit further back, but after I compared the sides, the belt venting tube was gonna be in the way to go further in the middle. So we also had to compromise a little bit there. We could have done it on the other side all day long, but I like symmetry. Yeah, you guys are pretty much caught up. On the other video of the rock lights I did, we did 1 in each wheel well, 1 in the grill, and then for the 6th one, we put pointing down under the dash. But I don't want to do that because I'm probably going to be running like light blue or white, and I don't feel like having a bright light just shining in the cab at me. I mean, I guess I could have somehow put it to shine down on like the cooler or whatnot, but I figured with the 2 whip lights we have now, because we did add another one, we have enough light back there. So if you guys want another video, which I don't really deem it video worthy enough, of how I added the second one, it's pretty much simple enough. I bought me a splitter. Couldn't end up using the splitter because the ends were all wonky. Used it as an extension, ran it there with this other one, linked it up, put it into that main power wire. That way the switch turns both of these on and off. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think, but you know, if y'all got questions or something, feel free to put them down in the comments. Now, we all had a little issue every now and again trying to figure something out. Ain't no big deal. Sometimes everybody just needs a little help to get the old job done. Now that we rambled for a while, got everything caught up, we're gonna get to her. Hopefully, at least. I spent most of my day putting on new doors in the house that I bought and painted. So I hope these views end up doing okay for you guys, because I know this is a tight area. Yeah, GoPro's a fisheye lens, so you would think it would be good, but you never know. So if this could just go in there, it would be fantastic. I wish my washer didn't go flying to who knows where in here. Like, I'm not one for using washers, but doing this, I probably would. Maybe, no one. Got a little boogered up threads. See, that's snug enough. No, I'm not gonna lie, I just lost my other bolt. You guys probably know exactly where. Oh, it's right there. You don't lose something every 2 seconds. Did you really do something? I am about the king of losing anything and everything. Also, I can't see. Where's my light? So I wouldn't be surprised if that hole got a little crooked. Yeah, that hole is quite literally just barely off. So on that here case, we'll just give her a little extra lovin's. Kind of a random drill bit, but you know, gets the job done. I believe I am. Yeah, right there. That sounds horrendous. I love this light, but it's entirely too big 3/4 of the time. Get this drill. That'll is also horrendous. This is cheap drill bit. That is a broken drill bit. But, you know, you will have that. We'll use the nice drill bits. If you guys are looking for some drill bits, I recommend these, made in the USA. We don't have very many of those anymore. These are, I'd say, the best drill bits I've ever used, to be completely honest. Like, they got the steps to make it easy. They have the indents. That way it doesn't slip. They're like the nicest drill bits I have used. I've actually used them to drill it into my Duramax's frame whenever I did the track bars. Okay, didn't mean to blind you guys or myself. I was just making sure I didn't drill into my light. Alright, now should be able to fit fine, I would imagine. Now that I can't see anything because I blinded myself with that light. It's close. Probably just needs a little bit of negotiating. There we go. Now we need our other mouse tool that I put over here. Give us enough thread there. So I'm gonna try to do no cutoffs in this video or anything, just have one smooth video. It's kind of the type of videos I'm trying to more so get into. I am learning here, trying to learn how to keep the dead air, you know, going and just fill it, but also not sit there and ramble about stuff nobody blatantly cares about. Well, it is a little hard since I like to sit there and hyper focus. Just kind of get things done. I'm usually just jamming my JBL party box and just getting after it. But I really want to get into this YouTube thing. I'd like to get a nice big channel, really have an audience, you know, kind of the goal would really to be to keep doing like my passion for a full-time job is what the main plan would be if this YouTube thing ever went anywhere. I mean, I love cars. I like cars. My main thing's always been trucks. I just like cars because, you know, a cammed LS, banging through some gears. That's a hard feeling to pass on. But big old trucks have always been the main passion. And then I happened to just make enough money to be able to afford a side-by-side and got talked into buying one. I was gonna buy me a nice 1,000 because they were only like 10-ish grand. And then I'm like, oh wow, the turbos are cheap now. Because back when I was looking at a turbo, they were like 20 some odd $1,000, 30 some odd $1,000. Something like that. I was like, yep, I can't afford that. They look fun, but I cannot afford that. And then, what do you know? We end up with a turbo razor. It was a little crazy. Now we're just routing some wires to save us some time later while we're already in here. Especially since these are so close together. Shit, yeah, we'll go ahead and grab us some good old zippy ties. See, I'm kind of glad I can sit here and make videos again and not be freezing in here. It's like this little heater does a very good job, but you're also not gonna try to sit there and go bankrupt trying to heat this place. Is this through the hole? I hope that's through the hole. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. On these rock lights, I don't think I have any out of the box. Well, on the bottom of these, they have the wire that comes out, and then they have the metal indent on here, right there. You can kind of see it. You gotta get the wire through there. If you don't, you cut it and pinch it, and then you have a junk rock light. And it ain't like you can go to the old Wally World with these, because they did make a very long flight from China. Which I'm actually kind of surprised that this wiring harness isn't absurdly short. It's actually pretty decently long, if I'm going to be honest here. Definitely makes me miss having the old Jeep Cherokees that way I used to have. This would have been a whole lot easier. Oh, we decided to get rid of $2,000 Jeep Cherokees. Like, well, let's go buy us $10,000, $20,000 side-by-sides. This is a smart idea, fellers. It's like, I like this thing. Oh, whew. She'll about break your bank. Alright, so got that bolted up. This one bolted up. I would have liked that in the middle, but I'm not screwing with that there computer. And it's got angles and straight down, so I would imagine it probably worked just fine. If I had to take a wild guess here. I am a betting man. Now we need this box. Our throwaway burn box. We don't need our drill. Bad thing about putting a whole bunch of not wheel lights. Jeez, that would be terrible on this. I hate wheel lights. Thing about having so many rock lights up at the front, you got all this unneeded wire. And of course, you try to undo this and everything gets tangled. I mean, you got wire management enough. Wait, it doesn't look like complete and utter dog shit. It's like I try to do my wiring as clean as I possibly can. But I am still learning here. See, when you put it in that little cubby, you could put it in there, it's going to pinch it just completely and utterly just ruin. Just ruin it. So, thinking she's going to go like literally right there is what I think is the game plan here. Now we need to pick our correct zip tie that will fit through this crap. Okay, that ain't gonna do it. I don't know if this will fit through the hole. Well, would you looky at that? It doesn't want to fit, but it does. Only thing is, I think I will be adding. Yeah, I will be adding. I have to add another zip tie to this. To make sure that does indeed fit all the way around. Do miss back in the day where I would just sit here and send that self-tapper through and not even worry, but this thing costs a lot more than those trucks I used to do that to back in the day. So it's gonna go like that, and this one's gonna wrap it around this way. Now it's gonna go that way. That needs to go near here. Well, this one's gonna attach right here. That one's gonna go over. And I guess it really doesn't matter too much. Oh, that's sick. That's not like wet paint or anything. Oh, I think we got lucky. I think we got extremely lucky there. Yeah, we shouldn't be leaving wet paint, but, you know, I did just finish painting some doors for the house, but that's just a risk we had to take, apparently. And then that are side cuts, because we can't call these the other names or else we would be getting canceled. about right. Right there. Gonna be where we want her. So I'm not the biggest fan of doing it this way, but you ain't really got too many options. If you are gonna do it, you wanna make sure you sit here and get you a couple more clicks out of them zip ties. Really make sure it's good and tight. Just put it right up against it and do a couple twists. Now, that thing's pretty good right there. And then this here wire, we can honestly just snake it all the way. That's sick, there's paint on this. We didn't get home free. We did get ourselves. We done got gotted. We got gotted out here. I don't think we have. Is there brake clean in this thing? Or are you empty? A little bit of brake clean. If you don't screw yourself over one way or another, did you really do whatever you needed to do? Answer's no. And then this here guy can come up probably through this hole. I just did that wrong. He needs to go through here to there. That looks all good and dandy. Looks good to me. And I guess it doesn't matter too much. I didn't exactly like how that cord wasn't all the way around, but it don't really matter. Obviously, we're going to do the same thing for this side. That was just pitiful. Like, I wish I could just play some, some nice music while we're out here doing this. But, YouTube would sit there and give a copyright, and that ain't good for anybody. Like, I get it, everything, but, like, come on. Ain't like I'm claiming I wrote the song or anything. Like, I just like some nice background music. A little bit of Young Dolph ain't never hurt nobody. Now we need about 4 more of these. good to go. Try not to send a random washer through my garage again. That one's through. The heck is on the back of those? The heck? I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is something blocking this. Oh. I think this drill bit might be a little overkill, or it might fit. Yeah, it's a little overkill, but you know, it's fine. We actually have a hole that goes all the way through now, at least. You know, we didn't have that a minute ago. But I mean, hey, China. That's China right there. Actually, that went through a heck of a lot easier. Crazy what happens. So this one's gonna go under, this one's gonna go over. Now you guys are probably also thinking, I don't know if you guys caught this. This thing's looking really clean and shiny. Well, I saw a video on TikTok and I was like, man, that razor looks really shiny. And then the guy sits there and goes through a mud puddle. It was just like muddy water, you know, it wasn't actually like thick mud. But when the water splashed up, it hit the plastic. And that just bounced right off like nothing. So after that, I had to ask him what the product was. Well, I'm not gonna tell you guys just yet. Yeah, that sticker don't matter. I mean, it matters to somebody. It doesn't matter to me. But anyway, sorry. This product, it just bounced that muddy water off. So I went and bought this product. It's not my normal Adam polishes that I really like. It's a different brand that I also like. I haven't used it in a while. It is more of a available product that the brand you can at least buy from like Walmart or O'Reilly's, you know, your normal spots. I don't really leave the house much unless I'm going to work, so I'm not sure on if it's there, but I'm testing this product out and I'll hopefully be making a video on it. Cause you know, it does make everything look real nice, shines up the plastic real good. You know, if you got an oily substance product, or you want to call it, on plastic, rubber, or anything, the mud ain't gonna stick to it. Or if it does stick, it's gonna sit there and just hang on to the oil. It's not gonna sit there and grab the plastic itself. Then you hit a bump, it's just gonna go whee! Or it's just gonna splash on there and fall right back off because it has nothing to grip to. So we'll probably do a rate. We missed out on the first razor trip of this year because I had to work, and I work nights. You know, I wasn't trying to stay up for like 48 hours because that ain't fun. But we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna see how good this stuff works, how much cleaner it keeps it. Because I made a video talking about this like plastic hell, how to keep dark, rich looking plastic. But this, it also makes it look good. And then if it has that properties to like keep rejecting everything and save it all of us some time with cleaning, it's a good product. So there's similar products to it on the market for I believe like 16-ounce bottles. This bottle is 32 or something along those lines. You get a lot more product for your buck. So I'd like to do a dedicated video on that coming soon, especially with all this weather getting nice. I would like to make a lot more videos. I'm also trying to match the rock lights up to be similar. Where the heck did that mud come from? I like to think I keep this thing spotless. Man, I have no... Oh, that's a great spot. It might move a little bit, but it ain't gonna move nothing crazy. Alright guys, I got interrupted, so there is gonna be a cut in this video. So what I've done is get blinded by a light. Mounted these two back rock lights. There. Yeah, excuse me. I basically used this, drill a hole, put a bolt, drill the other hole, bolt them up obviously. It's good. And then I did take my oscillating tool and I knocked down the little fin that it had there. That way it could sit good and flat. Wire ran to the other side of the roll bar with the other wires I have going for the whip lights. And then I'm running it through this hole with the other lights. And then I have done basically the same exact thing for the other side to mirror that. You want to make sure you run this behind your seat belts, that way you don't come with a problem later. That's really fun to deal with. I should have enough to run it up. Should. Keyword should. Oh, this is all good. It's a lot of wire. I love rock lights and everything, but geez. which my plan is run it to the, sorry, kind of random, got, run these two fellers down there, up to the L firewall, plug them in, and then L worky do. So, which I will be taking a break from this here soon to go to dinner. Here's like the big brain box. You got your 6 connectors, and then you got your positive, your negative, your fuse, and I'm taking the wild guess this is your on-off switch, which I don't know why I would have hole in the top or whatnot, and I would rather not have this crappy switch, to be honest. Oh yeah, we are getting there slowly but surely. So you pay someone to do one of these jobs. There's a reason why it costs so much. It just takes time. It's really not the hour job, it just takes time. I might not be able to run this how I would like to, but it should be good enough. That's about all we can ask for most times, just good enough. Move all this junk. I wish there was a little bit better way to run it from here. That I could just run it up straight up there instead of doing all this. In my opinion, it would look like shit if you just ran it straight up. Like, yeah, only you would see it, but I would know I did the shoddy work. But this is probably where I'm gonna put a cut in so I can go get ready for dinner. And then I'll come hit this again and continue this video of putting this stuff on, because honestly I'm pretty curious to see how these look. I mean, yeah, I just did a rock light job on a buddy's razor, but these are also way different rock lights on a different razor and a little bit different orientated. So he's apparently got 22 and his had 3, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, yep, 22. 22 rock lights going. So I'm very interested, especially from doing all this work, spending all this time, which hasn't been that long. I've done these enough through my teenage years of buying and selling trucks to know the ins and outs of these pretty easily. Different unit, but same difference to me. You're on the wires, you connect them, and you got lights. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit, but it'll be a few seconds for you. Alright guys, I'm back. Had dinner. GoPro somehow died, and I kind of just kept trucking away, so left off. I was mounting these. You use a little ground mower deal. Drill your first hole. Use that bolt to go in. You can use that to line it up. Now it's perfect. Obviously, washer nut. You can zip these off with your cutoff wheel and whatnot. That one sits there. It's the same on the other side. It's ran along with these other wires for the whip lights. Goes in. Comes in here. Goes down. Old drive shaft center console tunnel. Comes up. Comes up through here. Everything meets here. Positive and accessory. And then I tucked all the extra wires in this little corner away from my amp for the speakers. And yeah, I kind of just went ahead and knocked it out. I didn't have that much left to do whenever I left you guys. So got that nice Harbor Freight battery tender. It's on blue right now. I did expect these things to be a little bit, well, you gotta crank them up all the way, but you know, did expect them to be a little bit brighter, being 22 large LEDs, not them little itty bitty things. But the reason I went with these things instead of any one I could really find on Amazon or eBay or anything was the pure white. That was really what I wanted. So there's like one other option for rgbw, but it was kind of ridiculously expensive. But you got the pure white, you got your red, your green, your blue, white. For whatever reason, on smooth, the white's brighter. Well, obviously not once faded, but at full. Like, that's brighter than what the white setting is. So I don't really understand that part. It's also a slightly different color. Yeah, your rock light here, and then obviously the ones over there get pretty good coverage, which you should, with the straightforward LEDs and then the two sections that tilt. For what I have in them, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I think I'm under $100 paying for them, and then the expedited shipping from the Chinas. I believe earlier in the video I went ahead and showed the ad. I think I'm under $100. They're not bad. It is just a side-by-side at the end of the day. So I like them. I would recommend buying them if you're in the market. It does take a while. That was on Alibaba, and they kind of don't really like to do singular orders. They kind of are more on the bulk orders, but you can do samples and get around that. So you could kind of save money a little bit. It's a little hard to say with the shipping. If you're willing to wait a while for it, yeah, you can definitely save some money. Because I'm not going to throw any names out there, but there's definitely some LED Instagram companies that are buying the rock lights and wheel lights off of there and doing like a $400 markup. Because they do offer the service to put your logo on it, and as far as I know, there's very, very few people that actually make their products. And I think Georgia LED or something like that's one of the few people that actually make them. But in the rock light, pay what you can afford. They're not too different, really. I mean, you buy some cheap Amazon ones, you know, might not be the brightest, but you get rock lights, and then you also get the length of cord. But yeah, that's really all I got for this video. Kind of with how it's been going making videos, not exactly how I had planned going for this thing, but it's how it ended up. We got her done. The wiring underneath could have been a little bit cleaner. I could have also not busted my windshield. Little bracket deal, but we'll order one of them off the Amazons. Help out the Jeff Bezos. Oh yeah, if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, maybe even share the video if you guys think about getting some rock lights on your Razor. You know, a little bit of inspiration. Small channel. That'd really help me out. Show a little bit of love. You know, subscribing is free. And with the warmer weather coming up, I would be doing more videos of this thing. Might only do 1 or 2 videos with the Camaro. That's up in the air because that thing is for sale. I would like to get rid of it. Square body will probably have some videos coming out. Probably get an overall what it is. It's on the other side of that door. It's not the door. That thing's staying, and then the Duramax. I have a couple of things I need to fix up on that thing, and then after the Camaro, she will be going up for sale, and I will be buying me a new vehicle. I'm not gonna say what it is. I will be buying a new vehicle, square body, and Razor staying though. So I got some comment coming that way. I don't even think I said that right now I think about it. I've slept like 4 hours. Some content going that way. Get more into the outside videos with the weather finally warming up. We're hanging around the 30s and 50s, but we are getting there. I'm excited to do some different content. Content I would like to do a little bit more. I got a decent amount planned for hopefully this channel. You know, only if people watch till the end or I know these things, but yeah, always comment and I can try to see what kind of videos I can make. I don't have that much extra time, but you know, I will try to do what I can. If you want a whole video dedicated to this thing, let me know. If you want a full overview of this thing, let me know. If you want a full overview of the fucking lawnmower, go ahead and let me know. But until next time, guys.